beautiful sunny afternoon, and off we go from Nashville. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, the Texans ready to get going on offense, led by the Stanford man in his third NFL campaign now. It's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Another carry for Pierce. He stiff arms him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mills. Pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Levis now off of play action. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Play action now, Levis. And he's going to go down again. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Levis looking to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's King. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mills. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mills to the air again. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Pierce now up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mills. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pierce hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire...
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And here comes the Texans now. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Following the fumble recovery, Mills, he shakes him off. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mills. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mills to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Mills. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Keeps himself upright. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now Levis. And got his man complete. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 27. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Mills throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Fights off the defender. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Mills. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mills now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Eric Saubert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Back to the air on second down. Levis. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
At the 49-yard line.
Second and a couple. Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. And Levis going back to the air. It's complete. Burks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
At the Texans' 20-yard line.
Levis. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff for Pierce. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 27-yard line.
This second and 4. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, Here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the